Hi, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about our Veer power concept, what we call punch. It's a way to run power gap scheme but incorporate triple option concepts. A couple key teaching points. Number one, the signal here is where we're going to use a downward power punch signal. We're going to punch the hip with our fist off to the side. This signals a power Veer scheme. Number two, it cues the H-back then to arc release and block the number 2 defender versus J blocking that defensive end, which we're going to read now. Key coaching point. You can run this from pistol or sidecar. If it's a sidecar alignment, the back wants a line towards and use the same mesh technique you would with the quarterback as split zone. That quarterback technique is where he'll step forward again with his foot opposite of the back, but then turn and pivot towards the sideline, presenting the ball so that now we can ride the ball down the stem with the back and read the defensive end to the front side. Last coaching point here, Veer power can be run from spread sets. You do not have to have an attached H-back, as we'll show. Let's take a look. All right, first one is just out of our 3x1 with a pistol, your Veer power RRO. We use our same power calls, but we simply change the signal to the punch, and that will tell now the H-back to arc release, leave that defensive end front side, and block the Sam backer. Receivers automatically with the punch signal now will use a double bubble concept. So here the A will be the bubble Z blocking and X solo backside does a now sit smoke bubble. Offensive line does exactly the same rules, blocking and calls they would for power. You can see now the quarterback though is going to read the defensive end with his mesh down the line, then to the Sam backer thinking keep to bubble pitch. As always, we have access pre-snap. We want to go ahead and throw the bubble right away. One thing we do out of pistol here is the back will take a 6-inch slide step opposite or away from the point of attack. So in this case, he would do it with his left foot. So he's coming downhill, getting on the hip of the pulling guard. If we are going to throw pre-access bubble, the quarterback needs to tell the back the alert call when we're in pistol so that he stays frozen and does not run into the quarterback since we're throwing all the way. Next is what I prefer is out of the sidecar alignment at 3x1 again. You can see now the back will take his 3 steps in a line towards the point of attack. Quarterback again will step with his left foot forward, then turn and present facing the back, and then ride him down into the line. Again, reading the defensive end to the Sam backer. Everything again is the same for H-back arc releasing, receivers doing double bubble, and offensive line using their power calls and scheme. We can run this, as I said, from spread sets where you don't have to have an H-back attached. In this case, when we go spread, the H-back becomes a slot, or you can substitute him. Again, this example is out of pistol, so again, we're running punch power to the right. Now double bubble so that the A receiver and the S are both running bubbles and the Z and the X are blocking. Everything's exactly the same. The B-back takes his 6-inch slide step away to the left and then attacks downhill through with the quarterback meshing him down the stem, reading defensive end front side to Sam backer, keeper pitch, pass. We can run our split zone slip screen here to the H-back. Again, triple option concepts. Only thing that changes now is we use a directional thumb out, and then we're going to punch that into the hip. That'll tell our receivers all to do their bongo blocking with the H-back using his slip out screen technique. He's going to step down with his inside foot, be his left foot slide inside, as if he's going to start the J block on the end, then pivot, face the sidelines, and run straight as an arrow, staying behind the line of scrimmage. Now he becomes the pitch or pass back receiver in the triple option. Quarterback still does his pivot mesh, reading the defensive end front side, to sandbacker, keep, or pass to the H-back now. We can also do a Veer power pass out of this. Again, we'll just use our north verbal cue. Quarterback signal here is one fist on the forehead, and we call this our stubble route, which is a peek by the H-back, which is a bend or read, but then a stubble bubble, which is a stop and bubble now by the receivers. The technique here is the Z and the X, who normally would be blocking. We'll go ahead and go 4 steps, and then 2 at a 45-degree angle, and then sit inside. That's your stop route. A still runs his bubble to the sideline. Quarterback now will go ahead and do his mesh fake with the B back, and then look inside out for the peek route to the stop to the bubble. That's us reading the sandbacker all the way. Again, if he has free access to the weak side, he can come back to it on his throw. Running back here now takes his same step with his slide step away, going down through the mesh into the line of scrimmage, but he's going to check the will to the Sam with our Veer power pass. Last, here's the Veer power pass from a 2x2 set and a sidecar. You can see same signal, fist on the forehead for the north, stubble bubble, and then directional fist punch in the hip for the power signal. Again, back will do his 3-step and mesh into the line, down in the line of scrimmage, checking the will to the sandbacker. Quarterback does his same ride where he turns and pivots, and then reads the sandbacker looking inside out for the H-back on the bender read, peek route, and then the stubble stop to the X. Again, if he has pre-snap access weak, he can go ahead and do his ride and come back and go 1-2 stop route to bubble to the Z and the A. You can see now it's a simple way, if you're a power gap team primarily, to add triple option type concepts, but keep the offensive line doing power blocking all the way. Thanks.